can call her Mayhem or Mayday. Talk shit, she at your head. I ain't talking bald face. She don't fuck with baby daddies, fucking up the feng shui. Taking care of 4 kids, Sunday to Sunday. Flyer than round trips when she hit the runway. Comedy original, she do shit her own way. Made the stage her place, moving at her own pace. Fuck with her the wrong way, this gon' be a long day. She watch Basketball Wives, loving hip hop too. Born in 81, one day forward turned to 82. Funny, ratchet, and cute. She a winner, that's true. She don't even take L's, eating alphabet soup. Mayday, mayhem, 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 mayday, mayhem. She a cool black nerd, always been smart. Ever since she turned 8, wanted her name in the charts. Monty Python was a shit. Richard Pryor made a start. Red Fox and Eddie Murphy, inspiration to her art. Who you know got banned from the dollar store for throwing canned goods at a baby father though? She a good mother though. She ain't worried about laughs cause she gon' get a lot of those. Showtime at the Apollo though. And she paint the perfect picture telling stories up in all the jokes. You don't really want the drama, bro. Cause Mabel cool, Mayday nice, Mayday want all the smoke. Mayday, mayhem, Mayday, mayhem, Mayday, mayhem, Mayday, mayhem, Mayday, mayhem, Mayday, mayhem, Mayday, mayhem.
And welcome to another episode of the Mayday Mayhaim Podcast. And I am your host, Mayday Mayhaim. I hope everyone's having a great day. But some things have been going on this year. And if you have not read the title, that's what we're going to talk about. Drones up, aliens down, and we are stuck in the middle. Yes, we are stuck in the middle. Yeah, it's getting bad out here, y'all. It's getting bad. Now, if you have not heard the news that has been traveling for the past couple of months, that aliens exist in the ocean. Yes. And if you haven't seen in the past couple of weeks, this is the ending of 2024, there have been drones sighted all over New Jersey, Chicago, Houston, Florida. Everywhere in the United States, there's been these mysterious drones. And we're about to talk about it. Like, are these really drones? Are they aliens, UFOs? Or is it something more simple going on, as I should say? So we are going to talk about it. We're going to have a conversation about it. And I'm going to also show some of the things that kind of goes along with this may be more simple than what it is. Now, first thing is the drones. Let's talk about the drones. Now, again, we've seen that the drones are flying all over. They're in different patterns, different lights, different flashes, but also these drones allegedly do not emit a heat signal. So, a heat signal is like you're at your laptop and it's infrared or anything. It can pick up heat is coming from this laptop, and that is an actual solid item. It's promoting heat because electricity is flowing through it. It's promoting heat. It's a heat source. If you feel your laptop after a certain amount of time, it's been on, it's warm. So it has a heat source. It's a moving, working mechanism. Airplanes have heat sources. Why? You have turbine engines. Jets have heat sources because, again, turbine engines, a actual piece of metal with some stuff going on in there. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Now, we have seen a display of drones that have been taken over for the past almost, let's say, about 10 years. There's certain places allegedly that you can go to in Japan that have like the 3D images that's like coming out at you, but it's actually a hologram. It's what it is, a three-dimensional image. It's just an image. It does not promote heat. It's just an image. Just as I believe a couple of years ago in Times Square, or maybe that was last year, they had a big display of whales and like underwater animals, but they were exhibited over the sky. It was a hologram. You've seen they've done holograms of Tupac, where it looks like he's on stage singing, sweating, dancing, and it's a hologram. It does not emit a heat source because it is what it is. It's a picture of particles. It's a hologram. And would you be shocked if I told you the United States government has had a patent for holograms and drones like since the 90s or earlier? That's just the documentation that they present to the public. That also goes along with the line of, some of you have heard, Project Bluebeam. Project Bluebeam is again, a hologram in the sky to make it look like something is there that is not. Do you remember why they told the people that if you see these drones, do not fire upon them? Because it's not going to hit. You might hit someone else because it's a hologram. Another instance that took place, if you don't remember, well, I know I don't remember. I want now. However, a lot of people do remember is the Battle of Los Angeles that happened in 1940, what, 2? Yeah, that was in February, where searchlights and anti-aircraft guns combed skies during alarm. So it was in the paper and it came out as, oh, it was a weather balloon. But many people upon that day and during that time said that, people were unalive during this. A couple of people lost their lives because of ammunition falling back. Allegedly, in this situation, the military were throwing fire at this object in the sky, and it was allegedly bouncing back. And then it comes out as, oh, it was a weather balloon. Sounds a little bit more like Roswell. Oh, it was a weather balloon. Sounds a little bit more like the thing that was traveling over Montana early this year. Oh, it was a weather balloon. For us to have so much technology, these weather balloons are just doing so much. Oh my goodness. And you may say, well, Mayday, what about the drone that fell in New York City? I'm aware of that. Again, there are self-propelled rocket drones that can actually fly and have a heat signature in the sky. Yes, those are real and you can capture them or knock them down or do things like that. Absolutely. But when you're seeing these images in the sky, that some of them are unexplainable, it may be Project Bluebeam where it's a hologram. Again, why don't we take a look at some of these patents, shall we? Let's do the drones first. How about that one? We'll go to drones first. Now, here on my screen, you can literally look it up. Google patents. You can literally look it up. As you can see, it's right here. This is the patent. This is Google Patents. Airborne Drone Formation Control System. And it tells you in this area where worldwide applications. United States, 1994. And even give a date, 8/8/1994. That was the filing date. As you see, filing date. So that means you were experimenting with this technology prior to this date, because you had to experiment with it to see how it works and do this, then the third, and then create a patent for it and to file it. Now, that was just the filing date. And they have the inventors up here. All right, you can see the inventors, but it was the United States patent. They have the application filed by Honeywell and Corp. They have all the information. It's right there, and its status is expired lifetime, anticipated expiration. But can we really be true that this is expired? No, it's just probably been moved to a different name and a different system. However, what is an airborne drone formation control system? For the viewers that are listening and that are not able to see the screen, I'll go ahead and read it to you. Abstract: in a method of apparatus for remotely controlling a formation of drones. Okay, it's for controlling the formation of drones. A single drone is chosen as a formation leader. Just like if you're in the military, you have your battalion commander and you have the leaders that follow behind to make sure everyone stays where they're supposed to be. Each of the drones in the formation has one other drone in the formation as its leader. A follower drone will sense relative movement perimeters as well as inquire of its leader drone as to its other movement perimeters. The follower drone will then control itself to follow the movements of the leaders. And again, you can look this patent up yourself, US 5521817A, or you can just go ahead and put in patent for drones and it'll pop right up. It's in front of us, literally. They can only do so much because they have to tell us what they're doing for it to work. Hint, hint. And it goes on. It tells you about its engineering, its computer science, the course of positions, the physics, the controlling behind it. It tells you about these drones. And you can literally go through. It's a summary of the invention. In accordance with the principles of the invention, an autonomous airborne drone formation control system is provided, which is not depend upon the type of ground-based control of a formation, and which thereby permits operation at ranges have different equipment capabilities. A system in accordance with the invention has inter-range operability independence of the drone command and control ground stations. Okay, it's literally telling you, like, it's so much that it's right there in front of you. And it look, and it tells you the publications. They're a non-volatile semiconductor memory device capable of effect high-speed operation with low voltage. Okay, that would make the drones. Okay, that would accompany for the drones. Okay. Now again, as you can see, airborne drone formation control system. It's right there. They give it to you. Now, why don't we take a look at the rocket propelled drone? Like, you can't make this up. You really can't. Like, it's right here, and they tell us what it is. Here we go. As you can see on my screen, rocket propelled drone. Again, here's the patent. Now, worldwide applications start in 2020. The United States was filing in 5/26 of 2020. We are now in 2024 where they're pending. Application filed by individual. United States, I guess, the individual. And it's a rocket propelled drone. It's a remotely controlled wireless drone which employs a solid fuel rocket engine to propel a quickly to desired or location. More specifically, an unmanned vehicle, including a fuselage and a propulsion unit, engaged with fuselage and propulsion unit being, oh my God, sorry about that, being unmanned vehicle to desired altitude or location, generally during launch stage. And again, they give you, these are, again, rocket drones. And they give you all the forms, and you go straight down, and it tells you everything, the mathematics and knowledge behind it. I ain't no astrophysicist, and I sure ain't no what you call them folks that be working on the rockets. Oh yeah, rocket scientists. I ain't one of those. I don't know what the shit this is. I'm letting you know now. All I see is you see them shows where they be thinking real hard and they see the numbers go around them. I'm confused so hard and I don't see nothing but this was not my strong point in school. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But for those of you that are, rocket science testicists with the intelligences, you can clearly see the formation and the formula that they have. And they tell you about the rotor blades. See, here goes some more stuff. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Don't ask me to lie to y'all. I don't know what that is. But those of you that are savvy with this, again, all you have to do is go to the patent rocket propelled drone. It's right there for us to see. It's literally right there for us to see. They're not hiding for us. Now, that takes care of drones. Okay. Well, Mayday, what about the other objects in the air? You were talking about Project Bluebeam and holograms. There's a patent for that also. It is a laser beam pattern projector. Now, some of y'all, you go to work when you used to work at offices, before we got all the big screens and TVs everywhere, and they were so available for less money. We had projectors. You pull down the screen, like when you go to the movie theater, you're looking at a movie on a projector. Okay. You pull down the screen, you push the button left, and then everything will start. Okay. It's a projector. Or, you can look at, back in the day, they would put their vacation on projectors, and it could flip through them and you can put it on the wall. We have projectors now that you can watch TV from your projector. All you have to do is put the screen on the wall and you have the whole TV right there. You don't even need a TV, you just need a wall. So it's not out of the realm for a projector. We know what they are. But now, what if we're projecting things in the sky and people don't know that these things are projections because they look so real? They look so real. Now, this is a laser beam projector. It is what it is. Method of systems consistent with some embodiment provided methods of denying visual access to a first area from a target area. In some embodiments, the method is denying visual access from a target area may include generating a structured light pattern and projecting a structured light pattern from unto the targeted area. Reflections and retro reflections from the target area can indicate the presence of sensors. They're telling you what this is. And again, who has the United States patent of it? It's active. The filing date was 3/3/2014. Look at the date that it was claimed. 10/1/2008. Publication. They're telling you. And look at the expiration date. Well, what do you have here? It's actually active. And it's a adjusted expiration date of 11/29/2030. Well, isn't that a coinky dinky? Isn't that something special? You would have never known. Like, are you serious? And now all of a sudden we have things flying in the sky, holograms, people seeing drones, people seeing things that are changing colors and shifting and people don't know, like, oh wow, what is this? And it could very well be aliens. We're going to talk about that in a hot second. But as you can see, they have cross references. They tell you when it was filed, October 1st of 2008. Well, actually, it was filed. The application came in October 2nd of 2007, entitled Laser Beam Pattern Projector. Now, they're telling you what it is. They have the findings and drawings. I'm pretty sure it's going to be some numbers that's going to come up that your girl ain't do. I'm told you, I don't count nothing but money. That's it. Money and children. Where's my money? And make sure I got all my kids in tow. That's all I know how to count. But as you can see, it's just data after data after data after data after data after data. Data after data after data after data. And it's telling you how far it goes back. Advanced shortwave infrared range generated imaging for ground application and stochastic and ballistic comfort. I'm tongue-tied. It's late. Sorry. But you can see it right there. Configurations. Dang it. Couldn't get it out. But as you can see, and it even goes back further. They give you different patents that led up to this. Optical devices and reflection control techniques. That was all way in April 28th of 1998. Now, look, we're going back to the 90s now. 98, right beginning of 2000. So again, they're telling you what it is, when it started, and what it could possibly be. Now, it very well could be aliens. But my bottom dollar is telling me this is Project Bluebeam and these are lasers in the sky. Because let's just think about it. If there was actually a threat of drones or something flying around the sky, why is not the U.S. military actively trying to approach or see or do and anything like that? Oh, no, just let them fly. Don't touch them. Don't touch them. Don't do it. Don't do it. But it very well could be aliens. It could be aliens. It could be. Because allegedly, there's a thing going around about President Eisenhower allegedly meeting with aliens, including Valiant Thor, which was allegedly an alien that existed. Like, you can look up Valiant Thor. He was an alien. He claimed to be an alien from Venus, and he existed. This is a real person. I enjoy American Horror Story because a lot of American Horror Story, and you can look up American Horror Story double feature. I strongly advise you to watch that particular series, the double feature American Horror Story, because it talk about how Eisenhower had to make a deal with the aliens that they were allowed to take so many people a year for like the next 50, 60 years. And the years wouldn't be up until like 2021, 22. That's weird. We have that stuff happening right now in 2024, where allegedly now we're seeing what could be UFOs in the sky. Now, allegedly, Eisenhower met with them and had secret meetings with them at an Air Force base. And a lot of things started to change, allegedly. But there are other presidents that say they believe in aliens. You have Jimmy Carter. I believe it was Ronald Reagan that actually came out and said, yeah, we believe that there are aliens. But let's take a look at this so you can see what I'm talking about. In 1954, allegedly, Eisenhower ET meeting at Edwards Air Force Base. President Eisenhower, who had been a 5-star Army general, always had a strong belief in life on other planets. In February 1954, he was spending several days in Palm Springs on vacation. He disappeared for several hours one Saturday afternoon and even missed a scheduled public dinner. He was not seen again until late the following morning. The press questions like whereabouts, so they called him Ike. The press questioned Ike's whereabouts. So the White House press secretary told them that Ike had chipped a tooth and had gone to see a dentist. Even at the time, rumors were that he was visiting ET at the nearby Edwards Air Force Base. The dentist story falls apart upon close inspection. Washington Post staff writer Pete Carlson denies the story of the chipped tooth and calls it a cover-up. Allegedly, there was no dental visit. And I'm finding this on Gaia. And you can see, did President Eisenhower meet with the alien at Holman's Air Force Base? But that's Edwards Air Force Base. There was no dental visit. The Eisenhower President's Library has detailed reports of Eisenhower's medical and dental record. There is no reference to a broken or chipped tooth or dentist visit related to Palm Springs visit. The library also has copies of acknowledgments that were sent to everyone Eisenhower had contact with while in Palm Springs. There were records of people who met the airplane, people who sent flowers, the minister who gave the sermon at the Sunday service he attended, and other who played minor roles. But there is no proof of a note sent to a dentist. Years later, the dentist's widow says she had no recollection of ever being told by her husband that he had done dental work on the president. Collaborating evidence of ET visit. William Cooper, who was a naval intelligence briefing team and had access to classified documents, is a credible witness. His review on those documents revealed that the ETs had contact with Earth. They had warned that the Earth was on a path of self-destruction and they needed to meet to help to have an effective, long-lasting peace. Allegedly, meeting with the Eisenhower, the first meeting with the aliens and the President Eisenhower occurred at Edwards Air Force Base in February of 1954. Naval Commander Charles S. Suggs reports that his father had attended the meeting between Ike and the ETs. Eisenhower, who met two Nordic appearing blue-eyed ETs and a third one who stood near the door as a lookout. The discussions were polite. Eisenhower wanted to evacuate the treaty with the aliens, but was unwilling to agree to the demands that were ceasing testing nuclear weapons. The aliens left with no treaty in place, but returned to the next year at Holman's Air Force Base in New Mexico, not too far from the famous Roswell alien aircraft site, for a subsequent meeting with Eisenhower. So you have these stories of allegedly Eisenhower meeting with these ETs. And again, this plays into American Horror Story double feature where Eisenhower meets with the aliens and they wanted something from us and he said no. And the general was, and they had possessed his wife. So again, they put a lot of this in real light. They really do. And they put it right in front of you. And it's crazy that it's all in front of us and we're not paying attention because it's so much things in our media right now where we have looking at the Diddy situation, and is he worse than Epstein? Is he bad as Epstein? Oh my God, allegedly now Jay-Z has been implemented. We're into the now, what's in front of us, instead of circling around and seeing what's around us. That's what we're into right now. But again, there are aliens in the ocean. Allegedly, there are aliens in the ocean. And I'm going to play a small excerpt. Let me get it ready. Let me present it to you. Now, Congress hears the UFOs are in the ocean and the witness testified.
Aliens are living in our oceans. At least that's what Congress heard during a recent hearing on unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs, on Wednesday.
We know that there are objects or phenomena observed in our airspace, as our witnesses will testify, and also possibly in our oceans. In many cases, we don't know what they are.
Former military and NASA officials testified, led by South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace. Witnesses reported seeing orbs in groups of unidentified vessels off the U.S. East Coast, some coming into close contact with military ships. In one instance, a retired U.S. Navy Rear Admiral claimed there was a near mid-air collision while an aircraft carrier was operating off the East Coast.
The text of the email was brief but alarming, with words to the effect, "If any of you know what these are, tell me ASAP. We are having multiple near mid-air collisions."
So what do you think? Have you ever had any encounters with aliens while out on the ocean?
Mayday, mayhem, mayday, mayhem, mayday, mayhem, mayday, mayhem. She a cool black nerd, always been smart. Ever since she turned 8, wanted her name in the chart.
So as you can see, aliens are in the ocean. They are there. Congress even said it. They're coming out the ocean. They don't know what they are. And we even have NORAD. And we know who NORAD is. They the people that's in the ocean, you know. And let's not forget, most of our ocean is unexplored. We've only explored 5 to 8% of our ocean. Okay. We've only explored that much, and they're telling us this. So we don't know what is deep down below the bottom of the sea. SpongeBob may really have his ass down there with Patrick, Squidward, and Sandy and them. For real, Mr. Krabs down there. They might have something here. You know, remember when SpongeBob went to rock bottom? Ooh, child. He did not like that, baby. But listen, this is the actual this is the actual website. This is the website. Like, you can go to the website, and this is about the ocean. And they're telling us, reason number 1, most of our ocean is unexplored. Given that the ocean is the largest living space on our planet and perhaps covers nearly 70% of Earth's surfaces, it seems that perhaps we ought to know a bit more about the planet we call home. But we don't. We only have explored 5% of our world's ocean. That means that 95% of our oceans are unknown. But you can tell me about Uranus dripping down ice particles of diamonds, but you can't tell me what's on the own planet that we stay on. And you want me to go on a cruise in a boat out there? Hells to the no. No, your girl is gonna stay on land. Bump all that. You can't tell me what's in the ocean, but you want me out there. Then they tell you reason number 2. The deep ocean impacts our very survival, yet remains poorly understood. Well, what in the hell are you doing at your job? Shouldn't you be understanding this? Then you had the people that was in that little bless their little souls. That was in the Titan that exploded because it went so far down. It was used with an Xbox joystick. Remember that? You know, like I said, bless those folks so that passed away. However, it imploded. Why? Because the ocean is deep and it has pressure. Like, you can pass away from deep diving too quick and not letting the oxygen in your body pressurize before coming up to the ocean, and you can pass. Like, people have met their demise that way. You know, it has happened. But even if you don't live near the ocean, it impacts you. The ocean plays a role in everything from air you breathe to the food you eat and the transportation of goods you buy, to your daily weather and long-term climate change. So when you want to know more about what's going into your food, what's going into your breath, what's going into your lungs, what's going into your body, more than anything else, I call bullshit. I smell bullshit. Somebody playing with me today. Then they give you reason number 3. Wise management of ocean resources is critical, but we can't manage what we don't know. Well, I think you should spend more time managing what you don't know on this earth than spending more time sending the damn. Y'all remember that Tesla that went out of space allegedly? I don't believe that damn Tesla went out of space. I've been seeing Teslas get popped on fire right now. Won't even go out. But you mean to tell me this Tesla with a moon man is flying around space, but we don't forget we had 2 people stuck up in space that's been there since June, allegedly, and they can't come back because the radiation will burn up their suits, and radiation will burn up everything. But you got the Mars Tesla rolling around the universe. Oh, okay, whatever. But you can't tell me what's going on this earth. There is an interconnected networks of animals, plants, rocks, and other structures. When a change happens to one component of an ocean ecosystem, it can have dramatic impacts on an ecosystem as a whole. People cause many changes in the ocean. We can unintentionally set an ecosystem off balance without even knowing it, simply by using marine resources we rely on, such as seafood and energy. We need to be careful how to use our ocean and its resources. How can you be careful to use something in the resources when you don't know what resources is really there because you haven't explored it? It's because the aliens won't let you do it? I'm just asking. Is that going to be reason number 4? The aliens won't let me do it. Ocean exploration delivers knowledge, tools, and technology needs to respond when disaster strikes. Oftentimes, we don't think about limited knowledge of the deep ocean until after disaster strikes, and it's too late. An oil spill or a missing airplane can quickly demonstrate how both little we know about these environments and how difficult it is and timely, actionable information about deep water areas. Again, ain't that your motherfucking job to find out what's going on here? I'm just saying, ain't that your job to find out what's going on here? I'm just saying. You get funding, you get money. Y'all got a website. Damn, my website costs $35 a month. Y'all probably got this for the free. That's reason 4. Let's see reason 5, y'all. Let's just see the reasons. Y'all can go back and look at more, but I just want to see the reasons. Our planet is not a static place. The environment of Earth is constantly changing. Many of those changes are happening faster than ever. Just like cloud seeding, don't forget what happened to Dubai. The oceans play a critical role in many of these changes, from the increasingly frequency and severity of coastal storms to sea level rise and to warming temperatures. Communities, particularly those in coastal areas, must take increasingly difficult decisions to stay safe, resilient, and economically sound. Again, there is a such thing as cloud seeding, which was done in Dubai. Dubai got enough. This was this year that happened in 2024. Dubai got enough rain in one day that they usually get in a year. Dubai was flooded. Okay? That is cloud seeding. You talk about the environment, what we're putting in our air, what we're putting in our water, but you're doing cloud seeding, where you putting an aluminum alloy into a cloud and making it make rain in a place, and it's over flooding. That's another podcast we will have to discuss about this weather formation, because there is weather formation patterns controlled by the United States government and the world. It is. I'm sorry. This reason number 6, y'all, is the last one. Despite its importance, there aren't many people out there exploring the ocean. What? This is your job. You're supposed to explore the ocean. NORA's Official of Ocean Exploration and Research is only federal organization currently dedicated to exploring our unknown oceans. We provide partnership coordination, funding, staff, tools, and enterprise needed to develop exploration missions that are rigorous. So what they saying is, yeah, we want to explore it, but it may be a little too dangerous. Yeah, it may be a little too dangerous for me to go down there. Like, but this is your job, bro. Like, explore with us. But they want you to explore with them. Explore what? What are we exploring? Because you damn sure ain't exploring the waters. What are we exploring? We are streaming live videos from seafloor. So you want me to watch the seafloor, but you already said 95% of the world seafloor is not been known. So you just want me to help you pay for the 5% that you do know. So how long have y'all been doing this? Cause what y'all doing, just going in a circle? Like, let me see, did I get that circle right? 95% is unknown of. 95%. That's insanity. It really is. So what would I be paying for? That's my question. What am I exploring with you? The sea flow. I can look at my own flow for free in real life. There are no sea creatures on it. I might manham you, but like what? Like what? That's just insanity. But here's one more thing I want to show up for you, and this is allegedly NASA's pattern. Back to those beams before we leave this show for this evening. Here is also another United States patent. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And it's from NASA. And this is a 3-dimensional hologram display system. 3-dimensional. Think about some of the 3-dimensional alleged items and drones that people have seen in the air that don't look like drones, but they're 3-dimensional, moving in colors and stuff. They have patents for this. Filed August 30th, 2005. Almost 20 years ago. This patent was filed for a 3-dimensional hologram display system. And they give you schematics of it. They show you how they made it. The input, I don't know nothing about none of this. I didn't told y'all I'm not a rocket scientist. Like just some CDs, and I guess they showing the difference, between CDs and disk drive, what we used to have back in the day. If you don't know, that is a disk drive and that is a CD writer. And I guess they put it in some water or something with a tank, and I don't know. Or it looks like maybe they hid a tank. I don't know. I'm just going by the designs. It looked like they had a piece of paper on a stick and they flipped it around or something. That's figure 4. I don't know. The only figure 4 I know is the wrestling move, and that like it hurt. Ooh, they got some eyes looking at you. Ooh, that's scary. I don't know what this is, y'all. That's astrophysicists know what this is. And I guess ultimately, I guess it's showing how it refracts light and makes it look real, but it's a 3-dimensional item. Okay, and this was a patent. Now, the date of the patent was February 17th, 2009, but the application goes back all the way to August 2006. It was filed August 2005. You can look here. And it's a 3D hologram display system. Includes projector device for projecting an image upon a display medium to form a 3D hologram. The 3D hologram is formed in such a way viewers can view the hologram image from multiple angles up to 360 degrees. Multiple displays media are described, namely a spinning infusive screen, a circular diffuser screen, and an angle gel. They're telling you you can look at it from all around and you would not be able to tell it is a hologram. So I just want to make it aware that we are living in a time where things are different. We have different technology. We have different things that people have never seen before, including myself. Different motives behind it. Now, I have been asked 100 times, well, what do you think their motives is? Deception. Spread fear. If you're scared, you're scared. You're going to be frightened. You're going to do things that you would not do if you were not frightened. And if you were in a calm manner, if you knew what was going on, or you had some type of idea of what something may be. Now, am I saying aliens don't exist? No, that would be idiotic for me to think that aliens don't exist and we are the only ones in this universe. No, of course, I believe that aliens exist. But what we are seeing now isn't an aliens. I don't think so. It may be trying to prepare us for when we do see them, that people don't freak out and try to be throwing them things at them. But I think it would be better if it was really a mass disclosure telling people like, look, this is real. They've told people it's real. They even named the different types of aliens that exist. I think it's like 13 different ones. And they've had Congress meetings about this, but it doesn't seem to capture the masses as if Kanye West and his new wife are out and she's half naked. Or if Kim Kardashian is walking with red in a boot. People will run to that. And it's just a cover But when someone is giving you real evidence and real things that's going on, it's overlooked, it's overshadowed. So do I know what they're doing? It's a deception thing from my perspective, but I can only speak from what I'm saying. What do you think? Leave your comments in below. Don't forget to reach out on social media. You can reach me at my Instagram at Mayday_Mayhaim. You can also reach me at my website, www.maydaymayhaim.com, or you can even reach out to me in my email at maydaymayhamcomedy@gmail.com. You can also reach out to me there. I want to thank everyone for listening. I want to thank you for joining me tonight. But most importantly, I want you to know, do not be deceived by or afraid. How about that? Don't be frightened by what you see, but rather watch what you see and then make an assumption. Sit back and watch. Oh my God, it's aliens. Wait a minute. We don't even want to be up here chemtrailing and stuff and cloud seeding. Could it be something that has already been made and we've never seen it before? Could it be that? Or could it be preparing us for something greater or bigger? Or could it be a combination of both? It could be a combination of both. It could be. We don't know. But until then, I want everyone to stay calm, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and most of all, be yourself. Be true to you. Be true to who you are. Make sure you are who you need to be. Be true, be you. If no one told you they love you, I do. I truly, truly do. And make sure you do better today than you did yesterday and strive for a better day tomorrow. And we have to take it day by day and look at what's going on in our world and just be self-aware. Everyone, have a great day. Again, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and I will see you guys next week.
Mayday Mayhem, Mayday Mayhem, Mayday Mayhem, Mayday Mayhem, Mayday